What's going on, everybody? Jolt here from the Token Minorities, and I am back with the much anticipated sign-up video for this year's March Madness Pokemon Draft format tournament, of course hosted by TTM, but also with the help of the National Pokeball League. I know you guys are excited for this. I know I am as well. So let's go ahead and dive into some details here. So the application that you have to fill out in order to enter the tournament is linked down in the description below. If you are an all-star for this tournament, you don't need to fill that out. If you are pre-registered for this tournament, you don't need to fill that out either. This is for everyone else. So if you need to still apply for the tournament and you want to, it's down in the description below. Go click that, fill that out, and submit it. And make sure to join the Discord server as well, linked in the final question on the application. But I probably should have said this earlier, but regardless, make sure, please, make sure before you submit your application that you are going to be available for the entirety of Saturday, March 3rd. That is the day when we are having our bracket round for the tournament. It is required that every single person who applies to compete in this tournament has their schedule available on that day, just in case, because if you do sign up, you are expected to play that day, and quite honestly, it's a big smack in the face to us and to your fellow competitors if you are not able to play on bracket day whenever you are initially signed up to do so. So make sure that your schedule is entirely available on Saturday, March 3rd. Also make sure that you have at least some time available on the evening of Friday, March 2nd, speaking in terms of Eastern Standard Time Zone, because that is when the second round of pool play is going to take place. So basically how this whole thing is going to work, alright? Basically how this is going to work is that you guys are signing up for the Open Division, and we also have an All-Star Division, which includes a bunch of players from leagues like the GBA, like the NPA, hopefully from the P4G as well, still waiting to hear back on their All-Star selections. Got the NPL, the PPL, got a lot of leagues involved in this, and they're going to be competing in the All-Star Division. The top players from the All-Star Division advance to the bracket round, where they will actually play against you guys in the Open Division, who advance out of the open pools as well. So you still have that opportunity to play against a lot of the All-Stars if you're able to do well in your Open Division. But how this works is that there's 2 rounds of Open Division pool play. There's an initial round, round 1, which is going to take place pretty much a week after you submit this application, because as soon as you submit your application, we're expecting to fill this tournament in just a few hours. So we're going to be able to actually start drafting this weekend. So be ready for that. You're going to be contacted directly by me, most likely, or a staff member, or if you just click the link in the application, at the very end of the application, to our Discord server and just join directly that way. That makes it a lot easier on us, so please make sure to do that. But yes, we're going to get going on drafting pretty much this weekend. And then basically a week after that, we're going to reveal the first round of open pool play. The top 2 players from each of those open pools will advance to the second round of the open pool play. Each of those pools rounds are round robin, so you'll play everyone in your pool exactly once. And then the top 2 to finish from each of the open round 2 pools will advance to the bracket round to compete against the top of the All-Star Division as well. So it's a really cool event. No entry fee, never have had an entry fee for TTM tournaments, and we plan to keep it that way. So that's kind of nice, but there is still a cash prize, so you can be looking forward to that. Right now we are looking at a $40 cash prize for the winner of the entire tournament, as well as a $10 cash prize for the second place finisher, and a $5 cash prize for the third place finisher, with artwork as well going to those who finish in the top 3. So that's about all I have for now. I believe all the questions in the application are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. I'm sure most of you aren't even listening to this part of the video because you've already signed up, but just in case you are, thanks for listening all the way through. I think all the information you need is out there. Please fill out the entire application, and where there's questions that say if applicable, that means you don't really have to fill that out if you don't want to. Stuff like the YouTube channel, the Twitter channel, or Twitter page, you don't have to fill that out if you don't want to, but it's just an additional way for us to get in contact with you, or an additional way for you to maybe plug your social media if you want people to be able to find you, as this tournament really is a really good networking opportunity for you, since you will have exposure with a lot of different people across several different leagues in the community. So that's about all I have. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see several of you coming going out for this tournament. We're gonna have 160 spots available for the open division, but it will fill very fast, so make sure to get your application submitted as quickly as possible. It is first come, first serve. And yeah, once we're full, we're full. We're going to keep probably about 20 alternates or so. We tend to go through a good amount of them just because this tournament is pretty demanding in terms of your time. But yeah, so I think that's all the details you need for now, and I will see you guys in the tournament server. Peace.